What is up, ladies and gents? In today's video, I'm going to be talking all about Solana and my 2025 price target for where I think Solana could go this year. Of course, I'll be giving you my shorter term price predictions as well as my longer term targets. So be sure to stay tuned for all of that. Of course, if you're looking for a great place to buy and trade Solana, then look no further than the MEXC exchange. For a limited time only, they're giving every new user who signs up a 20 USD bonus. So if you want to support the channel, click on the link in the description down below, fill out your details. I believe you might need to deposit some crypto into MEXC before you're able to claim that money. But once you do, you can buy your Solana and get a free $20. Be sure to check that out. And of course, as always, thank you guys for your support. Let's get started in this video. So Solana at this point in time has had a great New Year's so far. Of course, first and foremost, Happy New Year to all of you. In 2025, we've been rewarded a little bit here with Solana with that really nice pump that we've had, taking Solana up 16%. Now that's a good pump in general, a little bit underperformance there compared to some others in similar category like Cardano, but nonetheless a really welcome pump here on Solana and things are looking very nice already. Of course, we came down to our support here on Solana. This is our shorter term trend here, keeping price here on Solana bullish. And of course, we had this resistance that is now no longer a resistance. Have a look at this. We've broken through and smashed that into pieces here on Solana. Great stuff. So really the next step now for Solana is to reclaim its all-time high. At the moment, if we do look on the 1 hour chart, I do see a small little expanding wedge pattern. We can draw our really short-term resistance here and our short-term support. And at the moment, you've seen this large rise here on the Solana price. I'm just going to get rid of these trend lines here. Of course, we've seen this consolidation pattern happen on the 1 hour chart. This could be construed as some sort of bull flag type formation. We've had this flagpole going into this expanding wedge. And if we do see a breakout to the upside of this expanding wedge, we could see a nice trade here of another 13%. And of course, this move could be fairly rapid as well, as it normally is with these kind of formations. So for example, if we see the price do something like this and you've got your resistances and your supports drawn on the chart and we see the price break above with a lot of momentum, so we're talking roughly around the $220 region, and we break above that resistance there, then we can see the prices rapidly, and I'm talking over the next few days up to maybe a week, hit that $249 level. So that's something definitely to watch out for, particularly if you're looking to trade here on Solana. And I do believe something like this could happen pretty quickly because of course, at the moment, we're in Q1 of 2025. If you're going to be bullish, this is now the time to be bullish, because if we look throughout history using Bitcoin as our proxy, Bitcoin, of course, we choose to use because it reflects the cryptocurrency market pretty well in general. So of course, if Bitcoin is making a bullish or a bearish move, we generally tend to see that throughout the rest of crypto as well. And Q1, which is January, February, and March, has been historically a pretty good month here for cryptocurrency in general. Look at last year, for example, all 3 months we were green, with February and March particularly green there. In 2023, the same story, every single month was green, with January and March being the best months. Last bull market in 2021, again, every single month was green. So this is the time to be bullish. Q1 is going to be a particularly great month for crypto in general, and I do believe Solana is going to see at least some of that. So of course, short-term stuff, obviously this is very, very possible due to the fact that we've got seasonality on our side. It's a time to be bullish, and we've got this bull flag formation occurring right now. Of course, we do need that breakout to confirm it, but it does look promising. Now, on the longer term here for Solana, where I think Solana could go to by the end of 2025. So if we go back on the 1 day chart on Solana, we've got this whole pattern occurring over here. Of course, throughout 2024, we saw something that looked a little bit like this. I can draw this in 2 ways and you can make your own mind up for it. But the first way is this kind of triangle formation. And the second way is a little bit more like a flag formation, where the support and the resistance here are parallel. So if we look at it the first way, which is our triangle formation, then immediately we can just treat this like a normal triangle and we should see a nice price target come from this. Of course, we've already broken out of it, so that is the main point already. We have a price target here of this distance, which is an 83% trade and should take Solana all the way to over $330. This is the immediate price target from this triangle breakout. Now, of course, we've tried to reach it. We made a new all-time high back in November 24, but we've come back down and we've beautifully tested this resistance here now as a support, and we've bounced successfully off of it. So this is still in play, a $330 target. Of course, the length of this triangle, the amount of accumulation that's occurred in this period, should suggest that we should be aiming a little bit higher as well. And another target that I specifically have for this formation is the bull flag type formation. So this was a parabolic move going into this area. We can now treat this as some sort of flag. In this case, it would be a pennant. And then we saw a breakout to the upside out of this pennant. Now, the price target from this structure is a lot more bullish, and I do have conviction that we are going to reach something closer to this target that I have here than just $330. I do think that if we take the bottom of where we started that parabolic move all the way to the period where we entered into the pennant structure here, and we just drag this price target to where we saw the breakout. Remember, guys, this has already happened, so unless we see some disaster here on Solana, this is already in play. Now, the price target for such a move is $1,083, 497% trade, or roughly a 6x from where we broke out back in November. And I really like this $1,083 target because it sits just above a massive psychological level. $1,000 Solana would be a huge place of resistance, in my opinion. Once we get too close to $1,000, we should see a lot of sell pressure, just like we saw with Bitcoin at $100,000. So, this is a great area actually to set your eyes to if you're looking to hold and sell Solana at some point in 2025. Some other regions as well, which I'm potentially looking for in terms of places to potentially take profit sometime this year, lie on the Fibonacci levels. Solana in particular really has respected these Fib levels as the places of support and resistance, which is why I use them a lot for Solana. If you can see, if we draw the Fib from the bottom to the top of this parabolic move here back in 23 and 24, you can see that, as the price has been pumping, it's really respected the Fib on the way up. 0.236 was a good place of resistance. Then after we broke through that, 0.382 proved to be a resistance. 0.5, same story here. And as a support, as the prices continue to move up, we saw 0.786 stop the price here and set it back for quite a while before reaching that 1 Fib there. And more so, we saw 0.786 as a strong place of support for Solana as it trended sideways here in 2024. So I'm really paying attention to these, and this is why I'm using them as part of my price target as well. If we look at where the price is at now, we're just sitting above the 1 Fib, and we're actually using it as a support right now. If you zoom in, you can actually see that happening in real time. This 1 Fib is being used as a support, and if we are able to continue to go above, then some of the places where I expect some other places of resistance here would be the 1.272 Fib, which currently lies at the $400 level, another nice place to potentially set a take profit at. This 1.41 Fib, which sits at around $570. And finally, the golden Fib there, 1.618 Fib, sits at $937. Just a little bit short there of our bull flag target, which is quite nice. I still think they line together, and I still think that the take profit should be set just before the $1,000 mark. So what this could look like in practice is that we see something like this, a bit of struggle with the previous all-time high. Then we get to 1.272. We might see some resistance and potentially a summer slump as well before finally reaching our ultimate target somewhere in Q4 2025. So this is what I'm looking for here realistically on Solana. Of course, there's one massive thing as well that gives me a lot of conviction to the upside potential here on Solana, and is the fact that the total cryptocurrency market cap has printed this beautiful cup and handle pattern. This is something that gives me a lot of conviction for why a lot of these cryptocurrencies should do at the very least 2, 3x in the coming bull market is the fact that, you know, the whole cryptocurrency total market cap has printed this 3-along cup and handle pattern. There was a beautiful cup formation here on the total market cap, starting from the 2021 all-time high and ending here at the 2024 high. We had this sideways consolidation here, which formed the handle pattern. We had a beautiful breakout, and that price target, or the market cap target from that, was 8.8 trillion. And now, of course, we're currently at 3.39 trillion, which presents around a 2.5x to where we should see the price target from this cup and handle pattern. So if this is the average opportunity for the cryptocurrency market, then I do believe Sol will, at the very minimum, be able to achieve a 2.5x. And that's roughly right now around $500. So that piece of information gives me a lot of conviction as to why we should see Sol able to achieve these higher targets here. It's a really good blockchain. I do like the fundamentals of it as well. I am an active user here on Sol, and that gives me obviously more conviction in general, but technically speaking as well, Sol is looking very, very bullish, and I do think my main target sits at just under the $1,000 mark. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say here on Solana. I hope that was clear for you guys. Let me know down in the comments what your price targets are for Solana. And as always, thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.